everybody, I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to another renovation vlog. It's been a couple of weeks since I last uploaded a video. I did have a renovation vlog filmed and edited and literally ready to upload, but I just really didn't like it and I didn't want to upload it just for the sake of uploading a video. So I decided to scrap that video and just start a new one basically, and there wasn't really much going on in that video that I'd filmed. I just felt like I was rambling and it was a little bit boring, so I'll give you all of the updates that were in that video in this video, and obviously anything else that happens this week. I have just finished work, so ignore the fact that I'm dressed like this in the middle of a renovation. But anyway, there has been some things going on over the past week or so. I've got some clips from the weekend of just like bits and bobs that me and Louis were doing in the house, so I think I'll insert those clips here and then I'll come back to like real time and give you an update on our progress. What, anything?
Not that!
Why not that?
Because that's for our patio, all that over there.
That?
Yeah.
Joking, aren't you?
No, go on, push the bar over there.
Can I not just use it?
No.
Why?
Because we bought that to raise the...
Yeah, but I can use this.
No.
Sticking out.
No, you can't. Put the bar over there.
Stop. You do it.
No.
You. I'll have a look.
You know, just shovel it. Right, you're digging the shallowest bit. Look at all that there.
What, so this, use this bit?
Yeah, just dig that.
I can't.
There we go. Put your back into it. Go on.
Am I going to drop the whole thing in?
Just pour it in.
Yeah, but where's the wheel?
There. Just tip it now. Right, pull it a bit back to you. There, now pour it. The other side of the pipe as well.
The what?
Put some on the other side of that pipe.
What's the other side? This side?
No, the other side. There, yeah. Another 2 will do, I reckon. Another 2 loads will do, I reckon. So I've just pulled up. Let's see where she's at. She's nowhere to be seen on the front. Oh, she's done alright. Neva. There ya. Have you done it?
Well, I started, like, am I just putting all of that stuff in it now?
Yeah?
I started, like, filling it, but then I didn't want to fill the hole and then you'd be like, no, that's not right.
Break it up.
So, as you'll have seen from those clips, we've started backfilling the hole that is basically, well, the trench that's like across the front garden. We're now able to backfill it because the pipe has been passed by the water board, which is just a whole headache put to bed now, hopefully. So yeah, we did have the builders, well, it was actually like the builder's son round to basically just like rectify that whole situation. I think I had mentioned in, oh, it's gone very dark. I had mentioned in my previous video, I think it will be, that we obviously needed to, we bought a new pipe basically, and we needed to, well, they needed to chisel out like a little trench in this concrete and lay the new pipe. They were putting it underneath the floorboards. So yeah, that was done with a few issues along the way. They did end up accidentally cutting through our current water pipe, so luckily Louis was here, I was at work, but there was water everywhere, so yeah, that wasn't ideal. I think they also cut through the gas pipe, but luckily all of our gas is like switched off. So yeah, that was a bit of a situation in itself, but it's done nonetheless. And we then had our inspection with the water board, and it's all passed, it all looks fine. So we've got a date that'll all be connected up, which I think is a week on Friday, so it's about a week and a half, and then we should have water again basically, because we now have no water like at all. We can't use the toilets or anything in here. So yeah, I'll show you what that looks like if anybody is interested. So Louis must have literally just put this floorboard back down yesterday, but one of these floorboards was up, so the pipe now comes like under the front door, underneath these floorboards, and then this is where the chiselled right up to where the new sink will be. So it's a bit of a mess in here now because Louis and the plumber have both been just like continuing with their bits and bobs. But yeah, so this is where the chiselled out, and that blue pipe is now the new pipe. So yeah, that is one job done and dusted, and it was probably the most stressful job and cost us the most, which we weren't expecting. So yeah, I'm glad that that is done. We also needed to basically sort of like put the foundations in for where the new front door will be. So this is another situation that all came about because of this water pipe, because it has to enter the property at a certain depth, and basically it didn't. So that was another issue that we had, but we are moving this front door forward in the future. So instead of basically to solve quite a big problem, it was just easier for us to lay the foundations for where the new front door will be eventually. We don't have any plans to move this front door just yet, because we just hadn't like budgeted for that, and it's just not something that was a priority. So we've done the foundations. I'll take you outside and just show you what that looks like, but we basically just sort of decided to do that last minute so that the water pipe could be could pass the inspection basically. So yeah, obviously this is all covered over, but I'd started backfilling this trench, and then this is what the builder's done for us. So this is like our new, we'll have to build another step in front of this, but yeah, that is basically where the new front door will sit, like flush with the rest of the house basically. So yeah, that is the update with that water pipe situation. Hopefully I never have to think about a water pipe ever again, because that was just quite a lot of like stress and anxiety and money. So yeah, that is that update. The other quite big update, which only happened yesterday, was our windows. So we were waiting on 3 new windows for the kitchen, the like front room of the extension, and the bedroom upstairs. So you can't really see because Louis put like blankets and things up here just so that obviously you can't see in, because we don't have any blinds or anything like that. There we go, it's focused. So yeah, we've got a new window here. I will go and show you from outside. It's not that exciting to be honest, but it's just another job that we've been waiting on for a lot of weeks. So that is the kitchen window. It's pretty much exactly the same as the window that was there before, but unfortunately that window had cracked and it was just a little bit old and battered. So yeah, we decided to get a new one here anyway. And then I'll show you the bedroom one. So then this is the bedroom window. This one makes a lot of difference, to be honest, because before this window was in, it was just boarded. There was just a board there, so it was always really, really dark in here. We do have a little ensuite window there, but other than that, it was dark like 24/7 in here. So it's nice that we've now got a window. So yeah, I'll go and try and give you a little view from the front. So they're the two new windows at the front, and that's the kitchen one and the bifold doors, which you've already seen. So yeah, I think that is all of our updates so far. Obviously, apart from Louis just continuing with the electrics, this is like how the kitchen area is looking. This is the last room that he's got to do. He's done all of the lights, so it's just plug sockets. But obviously in the kitchen there's lots going on. We need sockets for like fridge, oven, microwave, freezer, hob, dishwasher that'll be over here. So yeah, there's just a lot to think about and to plan. And Louis he is an electrician obviously, but he doesn't actually do like houses. He works on sort of like industrial sites, so this is all brand new to him, so he's sort of learning as he goes, but he's doing a very good job. So yeah, I have ordered all of our light switches and plug sockets, which is another thing that I'm really, really excited about, because the antique brass to match the radiator valves, obviously. So yeah, I think they're due at the beginning of next week, so if they come in time for me to put in this video, I'll obviously show you what they look like when they get here. But yeah, I think that is all of our updates, so I'll pick you up possibly tomorrow or just whenever I've got something else to update you on. Actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to show you our radiator valves, because they arrived last week, I think it must have been, or maybe even a week before. So before I forget, I will show you, I've also ordered, well no, I got off Facebook Marketplace some bath taps as well, which I get excited about these daft little things, but I'll show you the bath taps once I've showed you these. So these are the antique brass radiator valves that I ordered. I'll show you close up. So these are the valves, so the light switches that I've gone for. Oh, is it going to focus? There. So yeah, the light switches that I've gone for, I'm hoping it'll be like a similar sort of brass colour. I'm not a fan of like shiny gold or anything, but I really, really like aged or antique brass and bronze and things like that. So yeah, my light switches are the same sort of vibe as these, but I've only got these radiator valves. I don't know why it's not focusing. I'll put it on the floor. I've only got these radiator valves for our 3 nice radiators. So another update that I had in the video that I filmed but didn't upload was this radiator that came. So this one is going to be for the downstairs toilet, which is like this room here, because I think I'm going to go dark on the walls in that downstairs toilet. So I've gone for the anthracite grey column radiator with the antique brass valves. So yes, I'm very, very excited for these radiators to go on. And I'll quickly show you these bath taps in our awful bathroom. This is the bath behind me, just like stood up. But yeah, I got these off Facebook Marketplace because I think the plumber is planning on getting this bath like properly fitted in the next week or so, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, he said that if I could like get the bath taps, that would be good. So yeah, these were £20. We ended up paying off Facebook Marketplace. So these are the taps. I just love anything like this. I love sort of, not old fashioned, but like traditional accents. So, God, I'm out of breath from running up the stairs. Yeah, these are the bath taps that'll be going in here. Obviously, I just wanted to get the nicest that I could get for as cheap as possible, because we are just doing this bathroom temporarily on a budget. The wall in front of me needs to be like knocked down and everything before we can properly do this bathroom. So yeah, we're just doing a temporary transformation that'll hopefully last us a couple of years maybe. But yeah, I absolutely love these taps. Good afternoon everyone, ignore me just looking like an egg, but I'm back at the house this afternoon. It has been a few days since I last gave you our little updates, so there's a few more little bits again for me to update you on. I don't want to just go over the same things like over and over again, but our plumber has finished his first fix now, so he is all done. We're ready for, well, once Louis, again, we're still waiting on Louis. Once Louis is finished the first fix electrics, then we're ready for the insulation. So we need to do that before the plasterboard can go on. But I've had a nightmare trying to figure out exactly what insulation we need. There is certain regulations, so we had the building regulations woman round yesterday, and we need 100 mil between like the ground floor and the first floor, but it's more so for like soundproofing rather than like heat retention. So yeah, we need 100 in like this ceiling up here, but then she did say that this bit would probably need different, like more like this sort of insulation board up there, because obviously that's the roof, and this is like extremely expensive, so that's going to cost us quite a lot that we weren't expecting to insulate the roof. And then this bit and like the internal stud walls, we will put insulation in, but we can just get like the cheaper sort of fluffy insulation rather than the actual like boards like that, because that's the expensive thing. So yeah, that is my other job now. I've been researching insulation for like the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 nights. So yeah, I'll have to look into that later on. What else? I'll give you all of the updates around the house first. I don't really think that there's anything to update you on in here. This is obviously the living room, which has just pretty much been a dumping ground. Louis's got all of like the cables in and stuff. We have ordered, as of today, this side door, which is the only thing that we're waiting on from our like doorman. Yeah, the original door that we'd like chosen for here, we obviously just picked our favourite door out of like this catalogue, and it ended up being nearly £2 grand. So luckily he didn't order it. He like spoke to us and was like, this is really expensive, are you sure you want it? And we were like, no, we don't. So we've gone for a much cheaper, like more basic door, because this is obviously just the utility, and this goes out to the side of the house, so nobody is actually going to see this door really apart from us. So we've gone for a much cheaper door there. He's ordering that today, so that's the last thing to go in. And then plumbing wise, this is what the plumber's been doing. So this like grey bit here, I don't know whether you remember from like my previous videos, but this used to come like right down into there basically. So this was just like right in the middle of the room. So obviously this all needed moving, and basically the only way to do it was to run it along here, and then Louis is going to build a little like wooden frame like this right along to box this in, and then that'll just be like plasterboarded along with the beam sort of thing, so it won't look too out of place, hopefully. But we didn't really have much choice with that. That's had to go out of the side there, and then the drain and everything is down this side of the house, obviously outside. And then these little boards have just gone on here. The plumber's put these on for us, so this is where our sink will be in the downstairs toilet, and this will be the radiator. And I think that is all of the updates with downstairs, so I'll take you upstairs and show you what's going on up there. So I'll go into our master bedroom first. So obviously these are the stud walls that Louis built for our ensuite. So this just sort of, we weren't planning on doing this, like putting the stud work in or anything, or buying the shower tray, but while the plumber was doing his first fix, obviously we wanted to get as much of the plumbing in place and ready before all of the plasterboard and everything goes on downstairs. Otherwise we'd just be causing more work for ourselves like in the future. So yeah, just to make everything easier for us and easier for the plumber, we needed to like put this stud work in place just so that he could actually sort of gauge where things were going and get the pipes running into like the correct places. So this on here will be a radiator, and then that'll be our like sink vanity unit sort of thing. And then we did have to buy the shower tray again, just so that the plumber could do what he needed to do. So yeah, this is sort of like the shower situation. It's quite difficult to see the vision for this, but this, well, you can obviously sort of see there, but this will be a stud wall, so we're going to build that all the way up so that the shower is sort of like a, not a built-in shower, but yeah, it'll be between wall and wall, and then there'll be like a sliding door. And there's a gap here because we're going to build this stud work forward a little bit and have, you know, like recessed sort of shelves that are like tiled and everything, so that when you stood in the shower in front of you, there'll be probably 3 like built-in shelf things there. But yeah, that is where the shower will go, and then the toilet will go in this gap here. That's just the bath panel. So yeah, that's the update in here. I think the only other update upstairs is in the bathroom. So the bath is now in place. So this is the new bath that I got off at Facebook Marketplace. So I got this for £100 for the bath and like the side panel, which is in there. And it's brand new. It's just one that somebody ordered and it didn't fit or something. So I think the actual bath was worth about, I don't know, £260-ish, I think. So we got it for 100, which I'm happy about. So yeah, this is our new bath situation. So previously the old bath and like the taps were on this side, and then as you can see there's obviously a gap here, which is what the old bath was like, but the gap was on this side, and then the shower is here. So it just meant that the bath like sort of ended like here. So in order to, that's why the shower is on like this wall instead of this back wall. So it was all just a bit all over the place. So yeah, we asked our plumber to swap it around basically. So now the taps are on this side. I'm over the moon with these taps as well. Another Facebook Marketplace purchase. So yeah, this is how it's looking so far. Obviously that panel needs to go on. We need to have a proper clean up in here. And then again, another job for Louis. He's probably going to have to build some sort of, just a little like wooden frame maybe here. And then we probably won't even need to tile it because there shouldn't really be any water at this end now. We'll just obviously shower and everything at this end. So yeah, we might even just get away with building something and putting some plasterboard on it and painting it or something. But we are obviously going to have to tile around here because this is where we'll be showering. So obviously that all needs to be tiled. So we're going to have to do a bit of a DIY tiling job. I'm going to get some cheap tiles that are just like in the sale somewhere. We'll probably go around a few tile shops and see what we can get. But yeah, that is the update in here. There's also pipes gone in down here because that eventually is where the sink will go, but obviously this wall will be knocked down, so the sink will sort of like go where that wall is. Yeah, that is some little updates. I've also been sanding this banister. I did actually start doing this probably, I don't even know, like 6 months ago at least. I started sanding it. So I basically sanded all of this top like handrail bit of the banister. So this is all done. I did this months ago, but I still need to do this whole post here and then this top bit along here as well. And then my plan is to just repaint like all of these bits. I'm not sanding the whole thing, god, I'd be here for like months. But yeah, I'm just gonna paint all of that and then just have a little bit of wood. To be honest, even when I started doing this, it did cross my mind that it would have just been a lot easier for me to have like painted the whole thing white. I do know why, because it's going to be quite a long time until we get a new banister. We will. That is like the plan. Obviously in this house we literally are ripping everything out and replacing it with new. We will have a new banister at some point and we'll have like spindles and everything, but obviously that is more just aesthetic. We don't need a new banister anytime soon, so that will be one of the last things we probably do. So if I can get this banister looking as nice as possible, then it'll just mean that it'll keep me happy basically for as long as it needs to. So yeah, I just thought it would look nice to have a little bit of like the natural wood coming through, and then obviously this is all grubby and horrible, but I'll give that a nice brilliant white lick of paint, and yeah, hopefully everything will just look a bit better and I'll be happy with it for however long it takes for us to get a new banister. So yeah, I've been continuing with that. So I think I'd done up to about here, so I've done this bit, I've done all down there, and now I'm onto this bit. But it's a horrible job. Anybody that's sanded anything before will know, but it's just not very nice at all. We have got an electric sander that I've been using because I don't think I could have like physically done all of this by hand. But yeah, it still takes a lot of energy, and obviously it's just messy and there's dust everywhere. So the sooner this is done, the better. And I'm trying to obviously get this done while the house is dusty and messy and horrible. I don't really want to move back in and then start doing this. It just makes more sense to obviously get it done now. So that is my plan. So that's what I'm going to be continuing with this afternoon. And we also had a delivery yesterday, I think it was, of all of our light switches and most of our plug sockets. So we've gone for nice light switches everywhere, because that is one main, well, not main thing, but it was a big thing for me to have nice radiators, nice light switches, nice plug sockets, because that's just, it's those little details that, I don't know why I'm not in focus. It's those little details that you don't get in like new builds and stuff, and it's quite expensive to like change all of your plug sockets and light switches and stuff. And I just feel like those little details that you can choose and put in yourself is all part of doing a renovation. So this is actually something that I've been really excited about, like since before we even started the renovation. So I'll show you what we went with. So these are all from, I don't know where they're from actually. Click Deco. Skolmore, I think it's called, but I think I got them off, I don't know whether it was, I don't know to be honest, but I'll show you that's the packet. in the packaging. So obviously, as you can see, we went for antique brass because I am definitely a brass girl more than like chrome or silver or anything. And obviously we went with the nice antique brass radiator valve, so that's sort of like my vibe for most of the hardware, like throughout the house, apart from bathrooms, I think, because I do love like brass and bronze. I don't like gold. I don't want like brushed gold or a very like goldy gold, if that makes sense. So I think in the bathrooms I probably will stick to silver just because I feel like it's a little bit more timeless. I wouldn't want to go for like gold everything. Plus, like I say, I am picky with like the tone of gold that it is, or like brass, and it's difficult to match different colours from like different companies and things like that. So yeah, anyway, these are the light switches that I've gone for, and honestly I've been excited about these for so many months, so long. Libby thinks that I'm just mad, I think. I can't explain how happy this makes me. So this is the light switch that we've gone for. So I've always wanted these like toggle light switches. I don't know what it is, it's satisfying to turn them on and off. So yeah, that is our light switches anyway, and it's not too much of a, I am happy with like the colour of these. These were actually the cheapest ones that I could find, so I couldn't really afford to go for anything different anyway, so I'm happy with these and like for the price that we paid. So yeah, that's the light switches. So then we've also got, I haven't like opened all of these, but we've also got quite a few dimmer switches. So a lot of our lights are going to be on dimmers. That is something that was quite important when I was like doing all of the lighting plan and everything, because I just think it gives like a completely different vibe when you can like dim the lights. I don't just want it to be either like bright stark lights or no lights at all, you know what I mean? So yeah, we've got quite a lot of dimmers throughout the entire house. And then we also have our plug sockets as well. So we've got, I think we maybe had 2 or 3 of these ones with the USB like ports in them as well. And then we've just got, oh wait, no, maybe we've got 4 of them. Oh no, that's just a normal one there. So then we've just got the normal ones as well. But like I was saying, we've got these nice ones for all of them that'll be on show. But then we like counted up and figured out which ones would be like hidden behind furniture and things like that. And then we're just going to get the cheap ones instead of obviously paying more for nice ones that aren't going to be seen. So yeah, that's just a very exciting box of goodness. I can't wait to get these on the walls. But yeah, I think that is all of my updates for now. I'm going to get sanding and I'll show you how far I get today. Hopefully I will get quite a bit done because yeah, I just want that job to be done. Given up with the sanding because I don't have the right sandpaper. I feel like my face looks a mess now, but yeah, I don't have like, I don't know, like sort of coarse enough sandpaper. So I've been going for about half an hour and I've literally done like nothing has even changed, so I'm just wasting my time. So I'm gonna have to go and get some different sandpaper, but I'm pitted, to be honest. It doesn't look that bad because I've wiped myself down, but yeah, I'm not really in the mood to go to the shop, to be honest, and get more sandpaper. So I might do that tomorrow, and then it's Friday afternoon now anyway, so I've got the weekend to like continue with that sanding. But I might continue backfilling that hole outside that I'd started doing earlier. Last weekend I'd started doing that, so I might just go and do that, because I just feel like I finish early on a Friday afternoon, so I've like got the afternoon, so I feel like I should do something with it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I might go out on the front and just continue backfilling that hole, and then I might do that for a little bit and then go home and walk the dog and then come back, or I might wait here until Louis gets here after work. But it's only 3:15 and he won't be till like probably 4:30, 4:45. So yeah, the plumber's just been as well, just to literally, I don't know, I think like cap off something or do something. So yeah, the plumber is literally finished his first fix now. I don't know what's going on with my hair. He is literally ready for us to plasterboard. So yeah, I think I'll make, I'm freezing, I'll maybe try and like pin Louis down tonight, because we literally just like cross paths, we never see each other. He comes in and I go to bed. So yeah, I might try and speak to him tonight and see if we can order this insulation, because the other problem with the insulation is the fact that it obviously needs to be like, I don't know, like secured in place. So especially on the ceilings, obviously like something, you're gonna have to put something across here, like some wire or something maybe, to actually hold the insulation up, and then the plasterboard can just go on, because obviously like our plasterer will come and literally just whack all of the plasterboards on. He won't start messing about with like insulation and stuff. That's sort of our problem. It's our job that we need to do. So yeah, he's gonna have to figure out a way to keep it all up and like attach it to the wood or whatever. So yeah, there's still a few other jobs that need doing, like from our end, but now that the plumber is finished, I'm eager to get the plasterer booked in at least. And then I think that's possibly then like the end. I mean, plastering will be a messy job, and we're not getting everywhere plastered, so we're not plastering the living room or like these hallway walls or anything. We just can't afford to. So we're literally just getting like all of the back extension boarded and plastered. So he will put a proper like layer of plaster on, I think, rather than just, I know sometimes you can just board it and then like tape and then just plaster over the tapes, but that's not the best way to do it. So we are getting it done properly. So that will be like a little bit of a messy job. I know plastering is messy, but in terms of like all of this mess, like this is how the whole house is. There's still a pile of like rubble there. Obviously like everywhere is literally an absolute state. So yeah, once Louis is done and we can get the floorboards back down upstairs, that's where all of the floorboards are like missing. And then I'll just spend every day here just like cleaning, and we can actually get these sheets off everything maybe and just clean everything up. I don't really know what we're going to do with this either. That's a whole other issue. There's just so many things that need doing, but at the moment I'm literally just focused on getting the plasterboard on, getting everywhere cleaned and moving back in basically, because I just want to be back at home. I just miss being here, even though it looks like this. I miss it. So I'm back at the house this morning. I've got my layers on because it's absolutely freezing. It's not even that cold outside really, but it's like freezing in this house now. So the last time I spoke to you was Friday, so a couple of days ago, and I was sanding this post here, but the sandpaper that I had wasn't doing anything basically. So I've been and got better sandpaper. This is actually like even sort of rougher than the one that I was originally using, so I'm hoping that this is gonna sand this quite well and quite quickly. And if I can get, oh, just fell over, if I can get all of this done, well, not this morning because it's already like 11 o'clock, but today, I don't think I'll get like all of this bit done as well, because it's just one of those jobs that I can only take so much of it. I need to do all of this side as well actually. So yeah, maybe I'll get this post done today if I just like power through, but then I don't really know. I feel like I want to have a bit of a tidy up again, but I don't really know how far Louis is and whether I'm just going to be like wasting my time if I like start cleaning and tidying and stuff, if it's just going to get messy again. But yes, that's what I'm going to do now, and I'll see how far I get, because yeah, I just want this job done. Look at the actual state of me. You can't even see it that much. I bet it's all over my bum as well, because I've been sat here. So I've done maybe, what time did I get here? I've maybe been going for like over an hour, which seems like a long time because I feel like I've only been here for about 10 minutes, but I've almost finished this side. My hands and everything is just pitted. I don't know whether it's all over me. Oh my god, look at my hair. It's literally, you can't even see. I've literally, oh my god, I look a mess. I look like I've aged by like 40 years. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just go back to Louis' mum's, have something to eat, have a drink, because obviously there's nothing here. We don't even have any water or anything, so I can't use the toilet, I can't get a drink or anything like that. So I think I'm gonna just head back to Louis' mum's for half an hour, refresh myself, rehydrate myself, and oh my god, I look so bad, and then come back and start again basically. I'm now back at Louis' mum's house. I thought I would just jump on quickly and finish off this video because it's probably quite long already. I am just editing it now. But yeah, I showed you how much I got sanded, so I feel like I've got through loads today. I did probably spend, I don't know, maybe it's like 5 or 6 hours just sanding. I also sanded the bathroom ceiling, which I will show you in the next vlog if anybody is interested in seeing the bathroom ceiling, but it was really, really bad. So I've sanded that as well, and yeah, got quite a lot of the banister done. So I'll be back at the house tomorrow just continuing. But yeah, I thought I would just jump on quickly and finish off this video and just say thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.